welcome to the Woke and Weird podcast, where we talk all things woke and all things weird. I am your host, Tim.
Yo, what up? I'm Goonie. Nice to see y'all.
I'm Jake.
Hello, it's your boy, Kade.
I'm Senpai Sandwich.
Stop.
No, he's not.
Okay, it's Kemper.
Say your real name.
Grandma. It's reverse grandma. AKA Senpai Sandwich.
Shut up.
I'm Trimmy. Hello.
And we have a special guest with us. Maybe if you want to introduce yourself here.
Yeah. I'm Xander. I'm a UCF film major student. I got a semester left till I'm done. I'm on TikTok. I'm about to be on YouTube. I am on YouTube now, but not that much. So I'm about to take YouTube more seriously for sure. But yeah, TikTok is where you find me mostly.
Yeah, and we have an awesome episode for you guys. Sorry, my voice is all over the place. I am dead, as always. But
he's hungover.
What happened, Tim? Is there a story behind that? Or?
No, just screaming ratchetly.
Ratchetly.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't
Typical
speak.
Saturday for Tim.
Excuse me, it's Sunday, not Saturday.
Right.
Well, you screamed ratchetly on a Saturday. So
Yeah.
that's typical right there.
I guess the first thing we'll do is anyone got news of any kind that you want to share?
Anyone into football?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm sure there's football news that we could talk
There's
about.
playoffs are kicking up.
Yeah.
The as we're speaking right now, the Bucks are playing the Saints.
Ooh,
And,
round 3.
Yeah, Tom Brady's not looking too good, but we got another half of football to play. By the next commercial break, we'll know who wins and loses. And then Buffalo got the big dub the other day, and
my family was losing it. I'm a Buffalo native. I live outside of Buffalo, like an hour outside of Buffalo, but my family and all my extended family, like and pretty much anyone I knew from around here was losing their fucking collective minds. Yeah.
Which I'm for. They've been bad for a while. Like, give the new guys a chance.
Right. I'm pretty sure they said that was this is like their first AFC championship since 1993, which is kind of crazy.
First playoff win since 1993? First appearance?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can't wait for them to lose us.
You guys in Buffalo need something to cheer for. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. With the deep ass snow. Where are you at, Xander?
I'm in Orlando.
Orlando.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Are you from Florida? Are you born and raised?
Born and raised in Orlando. Yep. I live about 30 minutes outside of UCF, so
Nice.
I'm real close. Yeah.
Nice.
We used to live there.
Yeah.
Pretty close to that.
Yeah,
What
we
a
always
park.
live there.
Yep.
I'm actually from Tampa, so I'm only an hour away from you.
Yeah, that's close. I just moved to Lake Nona area, so I'm a little bit south of the airport at the moment.
I gotcha.
Okay.
I gotcha.
Oh,
Nice.
sweet.
Hey, while we're on the subject, can Orlando get a worse fucking airport?
Hate it.
It's the worst.
I can't even.
I don't travel too often, so what's like the issue with it? I have nothing to compare it to really.
Where to start, man?
Oh,
Or sorry,
you're muted.
Yeah, sorry.
Jake, you're good.
Rookie mistake, pressing the mute button. But like, it's not that bad. But it's just like, since it's such a big tourism airport, it's just always like backed up, slow.
Right. Yeah, I feel that.
Never had a good experience at the Orlando airport. So
Walking out of that airport is one of the worst experiences of my life.
Oh, the hot air. Just getting hit with the muggy hot air. Yeah.
Coming from like cold Pennsylvania and walking out into humidity, just I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, that's when Southerners come up north into like that cold ass, dry, freezing air. Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Yeah, no, I went to every spring break for the last 3 years. I've been to New York. That's just my place to go during spring break. And yeah, every single time I walk out, it's a shock. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, here in Florida, it hits 65 and it's freezing. You're like layering up, but bro, up north, it's like a cold is like a pain level. Like it's not even a temperature. It's like a level of pain.
How much can you endure?
Yeah,
in each different layer.
You're like the opposite of all the people from New York that come down to Florida in the winter.
All the snowbirds.
we call them snowbirds.
Whereabouts do you go in New York? Just curious.
I usually stay in Manhattan.
Okay. The city.
Yeah, 3 years ago, I went for the first time, and I was just in love. I want to move there eventually.
Nice.
So yeah, I stay in Manhattan every time. I hang out in Brooklyn sometimes. That's like one of my favorite spots too, Dumbo, Brooklyn. But I love it. I can't wait to go again. I didn't go this past spring break because COVID, but next year I'll be there hopefully.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Nice. Yeah.
Definitely a good city.
Oh guys.
Yeah.
Guess whose birthday it is?
Who?
Eddie motherfucking White. One of the Golden Girls, baby.
Oh, Betty White.
Yeah.
Eddie White for
Live to fight another day, huh?
Don't quote. I think she's 99 now.
She's 99.
Dude, her and the Queen are immortal.
Yeah,
bro, she's looking fine at her age.
Dude, power to her for actually like doing show productions into her 90s and shit.
Mm-hmm. Isn't Dolly Parton in her 90s too?
Nah, there's no way.
I'm pretty sure
She's got to be like 60, right?
No,
she is
no, she's way older.
Dude, her hits were in like the 70s, bro.
I need some Jolene.
That's
You guys ever go to her theme park or whatever?
When I was little.
Dolly,
I did.
No, I've heard of it, but
that sounds like a nightmare.
It kind of is.
Right there.
It's like
I fuck with Tennessee though. Every time I've gone anywhere in Tennessee, I've had a good time.
Yeah, Dolly Parton's only 74.
Nashville.
Get out of here. Dolly Parton's only 74. She's not fucking 90.
I just
that's
said
surprising.
I
Oh,
mean, with
you
all
did?
that, I mean,
Well,
with
no
all
one
that,
cared, kid.
Yeah.
I mean, with all that
Okay,
plastic
whatever.
surgery, makes her look 90.
Yeah, who could tell?
Yeah.
Who could tell?
Doesn't it go?
Yeah.
Who knew it
You
had
like some
reversing effects?
Right.
Fuck you, Cade.
I don't know. Anything else happening in news? Is there any news
Not a whole lot happened this whole week.
Since we talked about storming the Capitol, I feel like everything else is kind of just like,
Yeah.
who cares?
Stormed this week.
Yeah,
so-
Xander, what are your takes on the whole Capitol Hill situation that we had
Dude,
going on?
It was absurd. It was crazy. So me and my brother were talking about it when it, like the day it happened, and my mom hears us from the other room and goes like, "What show are you guys talking about?" And I'm like, "Bro, this is not a show. This is real life." That just had me dying because I was like, "This is real. This is real life." So it was just absurd. I mean, it could have been a lot worse, but it was just yeah, I think it was a huge it's telling of where we're at as a country right now. It's
very true.
awful.
Yeah.
So
When you
I'm
see a
glad.
guy in a Chewbacca outfit storming the Capitol, you know there's some issues that are underlying.
But they're starting to arrest
Feeling the
people
Speaker
now.
of the House pedestal.
Yeah, I heard that. They're starting to like pinpoint people and like get camera footage of people and like start making arrests and stuff. I heard that as well.
Because those guys were like blatantly posting shit, you know, like flexing on, like you said, like in Pelosi's office and stuff. Like that's pretty incriminating when you do that.
What's crazy is people would apparently like on Tinder and like Bumble and Match.com or whatever, people are posting pictures of them at the riot, like inside of the fucking Capitol building. And then so what the other girls would do is they'd go report, like get their profile and report it to the FBI and get those guys arrested. That's like the newest thing that happened. That's fucking crazy.
What if we kissed in Pelosi's office? Just kidding.
Ooh, woo.
I bet some of them got some.
Pelosi in her office.
I bet some of them crushed some
puss.
Some puss. Oh yeah. That had to have worked on one person at least.
What women would have sex with those fucking Chewbacca guys that are storming the Capitol? Like,
It makes you think.
are those guys high commodities?
Think of the ratio of humans that we have here, though. Like, there's one person that it worked on. At least one.
Yeah, all these guys that are getting like pinpointed by like authorities and taken to jail, like they're just impersonating the Pikachu meme. Like
pretty much.
What? I'm getting arrested for being in the Capitol illegally. What the fuck?
I thought this was America.
Straight up Randy. Yeah, not a whole lot happened in the news.
I mean, after that, what's news? You know,
nothing really.
Some vaccine stuff.
I think everyone's pretty much just waiting on inauguration in 3 days.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, like everything I see in the news now is just people getting ready for that. Like I think it was Delta who said that they're canceling people that like try to carry guns through to DC for inauguration day. Like they're not letting people carry guns at all. They're also Airbnb canceled everyone's plans, like reservations to DC for inauguration. So they're trying to like tighten it that shit.
And even like I guess this other news is like, you know, like the whole debacle with Trump wanting TikTok to sell its US portion of the company to like another US company.
Yeah.
They want
So apparently the TikTok people are like sending the right documents to the United States government, and the United States government's like, we'll get to it later. And it's just been in a standstill, and the TikTok company is just like, what do you want us to do? You made this whole fuss about selling its assets.
Right. I haven't heard too much about that recently, but it was huge, you know, a couple months ago. Like that was a big deal. I mean, TikTok's blowing up right now. People are making careers left and right through the app, and so that was, for me, it was really scary because that was a little bit before I quit my job. Like I was considering quitting my job for a minute, and then when that came out, I was like, dang, no way, this would suck so much. But it's still around, so
how would that have like affected you in the long run, do you think?
It would have. So I haven't diversified yet, so I want to eventually diversify to YouTube and Instagram, but I'm still mainly on TikTok. Like I'm at 2 million on TikTok, and then on Instagram I only have like 15K, and on YouTube like 3K, but I don't post on YouTube. But yeah, no, I would have started over from zero on whatever other app, probably on YouTube, I guess. But yeah,
that's probably hard to do, to start from zero, right?
Yeah. No, I mean
Once you get some momentum going.
Yeah, it would suck a lot. I always tell people TikTok's like, you know, all social media, obviously there's always been influencers, and like you can grow if you're consistent with it, but TikTok is just one of those apps where like it's literally, the algorithm's like scientific. Like if you know it and understand it, you can grow so quickly. And I've done it on another account too, just for fun. I was like, now that I experimented so much with my main account, I was like, let me just see if I can start from scratch. My very first video I posted on a whole other account got 1.6 million views, and it was just me talking to my phone. Right. It wasn't edits, it wasn't anything except for me talking. And that's what I'm saying. It's a science. It's very obtainable to grow on that app. And so yeah, if that was deleted and I didn't diversify, I would have, you know, YouTube is so hard to grow on nowadays. But I'm excited when I start being consistent on YouTube to push my TikTok audience to YouTube, and that'll help me grow a lot quicker.
So that if one falls, you have another one to rely on.
Exactly. Especially, exactly. YouTube, I would say, is like the one social media that like you can almost put your eggs, all your eggs in one basket, because it's so, you know, it's like the main influencer, I guess, platform. But TikTok's so new; it's not going to be around forever. Even if it doesn't get banned, you know, Vine wasn't here forever. You know, no social media is here.
Rip.
But yeah,
rip
Vine for sure.
Vine.
Right. So always got to diversify.
Actually, that's a good segue into a question I was going to ask you. So, like, you can chalk one video or whatever going viral up to luck. How do you do it multiple times? Like, how did you figure out this algorithm? How did you figure out what's going to get you those plays? And then how'd you find a way to do that again and again and again?
Right. So a lot of people approach it with no strategy, and which would make it luck, right? It doesn't, like, a lot of people will post 10 to 100 videos, and then one video will randomly go viral. That's what it is. It's luck. But like I said, the TikTok algorithm is so specific. I haven't done as much research on it recently because it's always changing, obviously. And so recently I haven't done as much research on it as I did in March, like back when I started. But back then I was watching videos every single day, YouTube videos of like how to grow the algorithm, the updates on the app, strategies, all this. I was probably watching an hour, 2 hours of YouTube.
So that was just elbow grease, you absorbing content and putting in the work.
Right. That's what it was. And so, and then I realized that obviously if you have no approach, it is luck. But at the end of the day, it's, if you know what you're doing, there's no luck involved. Like you literally, It's so specific, from captions to hashtags to duration of your video to like the hook in the very first 2 seconds of the video. Like once you know all these things, luck has nothing to do with it. You just figure out what works and you just keep on going with it. So
right, that's in the same vein of YouTube with your thumbnails, your titles, how you grab people's attention, how you get someone's eyes to come to yours rather than someone else's. That's very interesting. I like that.
What's crazy is like people take classes like on this type of shit. Like, for instance, Instagram has classes like how to gain followers. Yeah, they teach all the wrong things. And then you'll see these people with like 300 followers just get up to like 1,000, but you'll see that they're following like 7,000 other people. They think that you just trying to follow other people, you get more followers, but they don't teach you the actual like brand of your content or how to like wrap your content, like what Xander was saying with like your first like 2 seconds of your video and stuff. But I just think that's crazy that these classes fucking rip off so many people whenever you can easily teach someone how to do this on like any platform. Like my girlfriend, she took some classes, like a class before, and then I showed her how to do a few things. Then she immediately got 300 more followers for her coffee shop. And she was like, why the fuck did no one else like teach me how to do these different things? And now she's fucking killing it, you know?
Right. Yeah, well, the thing is about the like algorithms in general, no one really knows except for the developers of the app, who they're never public with exactly. TikTok's actually the most public with their algorithm, but majority of the time, no one knows for sure. So everyone teaching it, even if it's the exact right information, you can't know for sure if it's right, because this is just them playing around with it, doing their own research. Like there's no solidified 100% answer on how to grow on any platform. So you know, someone who's always right about it could say something that's wrong, and someone who's always wrong could say something that's right. It's just no one knows for sure. That's why it's all practice. It's all you try it out and see what works and see what doesn't.
So it sounds like, you know, for that it's like there's no cheat code to automatically get to the top, right? It's just trial and error, putting it out there, learning from your mistakes, all that stuff.
Research.
Right. That's what it is. That's what it is. The key for sure is to post things that you would want to watch. And I feel like a lot of people make videos all the time on TikTok, on YouTube, that, and including myself, that like in the moment I'm like, this is so cool. This is so cool. A couple weeks later I watch it and I'm like, like that. I wouldn't, like, if it weren't my video, I wouldn't watch this right now. And that's what's really, really hard for a lot of people. They have to like remove themselves from like their work and just to really watch it with a fresh pair of eyes and say, is this something that I would actually enjoy intaking? And a lot of times it's no. And that's why people don't blow up, because they have a skewed view of their work. So
yeah, one of my favorite Twitch streamers has that saying where make the content that you would want to watch, that you would want to see. That's stuck with me for over a year now, so definitely resonates with me.
Yeah, that's key for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll continue this conversation after this commercial break. We'll be right back. And we're back. So, okay.
Kemper.
So I do actually want to ask this question, because when I first saw your TikToks, right? And like I was impressed because originally, like, for film school for me was majorly like with editing and such. What do you edit usually? Like the Adobe suite and such, or?
I use Adobe Premiere Pro. I have Adobe Creative Cloud, so I have all the, you know, Photoshop, After Effects, all that. I don't use After Effects though. Everyone always thinks that I edit with After Effects because I do a lot of graphic special effects.
Yeah.
But I don't. That's something I definitely need to get into. But I've used After Effects a couple times for like really, really minor like what do they call, like animations with like the third, when your name comes in or whatever, like just super easy stuff like that. But nothing more advanced than that. Everything else is through Premiere. So that's all I use.
Yeah, like Premiere, you can just use everything, especially for any creation. Like when I did After Effects, like I only used it for packets for transitions. So it's like heavy transitions, and it takes like my slow ass computer like 5 minutes to just render the simple transitions.
Yep, I know how that is for sure.
Do you guys think you need to learn Avid if you're just doing like internet content creation sort of stuff? Like, is it necessary to know that?
Don't even get me started
what Avid is.
Oh, Never mind. It's like I thought.
Thank God.
3
I
years
envy
ago,
you.
maybe the whole entire fucking industry's changed, but wasn't that what they usually like edit like feature films with and shit?
Avid,
Yeah.
Avid
You know,
is go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Avid is Avid is a it's just a fancier editing program, but it's still used today. But surprisingly, for obvious reasons, Premiere is a lot more user friendly for mostly like point and click instead of you know shortcut keys and other bindings you have to do on Avid, which is really annoying.
Right.
I've
actually heard.
I blame Avid for single-handedly destroying any sort of love I had for editing. Because I went to film school originally, like I wanted to be a director and screenwriter, but like I was also editing some stuff at the time, and I was really interested in that. And then we did 2 months of editing class, and we used Avid, and just like the projects we did, and like the whole layout, and like all the bullshit you needed to do just to do like one simple action. It killed any sort of love I had for editing. So every time someone says Avid, it just brings back horrible nostalgia. So,
I've actually heard
just use
that,
Final Cut or Premiere.
Right. Yeah, those are the two big ones that I've heard of. But the one that I've started using, the one I hear that a lot of the film industry actually has adopted now is DaVinci Resolve. Has anyone heard of DaVinci Resolve or used it?
Yeah. I've never used it, but it's a free software. Apparently, it's one of the best for color grading. And I've seen people. I've never used it, but I've seen videos of people who have only edited it on DaVinci Resolve, and looks just as good as any other video. All the same features.
Right.
if
Masking, everything is.
the viewer
impressed.
can't tell, what's the difference? Like, doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
Yeah, true.
So how did you did you self-taught, or did you just look up a bunch of YouTube videos, or how did you fall in love with it?
Yeah, so junior and senior year of high school, I actually dual enrolled at Orlando Technical College, and I did their digital video program. So 3 hours every single day, every single school day, Monday through Friday, I would ride a bus to this other class, and so it was 3 hours long. And so junior and senior year, I learned so much, and then I started film school at UCF the following year. But the amount I've learned at UCF compared to like what I learned in high school is like not like it's great. Like UCF was a lot of like theory and a lot of like it was not hands-on. We weren't really making too many films. I am this year, but because of my last year, but most of it was not very hands-on. So I'm so grateful that I took those 2 years in high school to learn like the basics, and then from then I just self-taught, just kept on practicing myself.
Right.
Would watch YouTube videos and
Nice.
yeah, that's what it was.
This kind of ties into our kind of first question for you, but like if you had to tell a younger version of you, or just to someone else, and they're looking into film school, is film school worth it in your mind from your experiences and such?
Yeah. So definitely my second year of school, maybe third, I'll say second, I took a semester off because I hated it. I was like, I don't want to be doing this. I've always wanted to do like social media. Like that's what I've been wanting to do. So even before I even heard about TikTok, I was like, YouTube obviously was always a thing. So I wanted to be, make YouTube content. And so I took a semester off, and then I realized I was like, I'm just going to grind this semester. I'm going to do this, and this. And then at the end of the semester, I looked back and I was like, I really didn't do much this semester. Like I was very distracted, not focused. So for me personally, film school, or school in general, I had to do just because I wasn't like driven enough to do something outside of it. Because I mean, I have a scholarship too, so I was like, if I'm going to be not using this free money, then I better be doing something like worthwhile. And I just wasn't. So I was like, film school is where I have to be right now. As far as like the industry, and like, do you have to go to film school if you want to make it in social media or even in like Hollywood? I don't think so. One of my professors, actually, he's like 65 now, but he just started teaching because he dropped out of school when he was in his 20s, and then he moved to Hollywood and he worked on Fast and Furious. He worked on Pirates of the Caribbean, like these big Hollywood films, and he didn't have a degree. And then now he's retired from the film industry and went to now he teaches at UCF. But so either way, social media or Hollywood, you don't necessarily need a degree. But if you don't have a degree, you better like grind and like make and put in that work and effort.
So when talking about you wanting to work in like the social media field instead of, you know, the actual film industry. So your most recent video was talking about how Tana Mongu, is that how you say her last name? I always fuck it up.
She says Mojo, so I guess it's that. But
Really?
I feel like she just
Jojo.
easier for other people. I don't know. But yeah, Tana Mojo.
So she was in your DMs asking you to edit for her. Is that something you want to do? Or?
Yeah, she hit me up. It was my first video ever blew up. This was in June, I believe. Probably the craziest day of my life, I think. It sounds dramatic, but like the amount of things that happened in like such a short, like 24-hour period was insane. I posted this one video about, it was a super weird, and it was this is the crazy thing too about, you know, the TikTok and the algorithm and everything. It was a remake of a video I already made that had maybe 10,000 views, and I remade it way better and like kind of tweaked it a ton and like did cooler edits and stuff, but it was the same idea I had. I just kind of, you know, made it better. But I posted that video, and within 4 hours, I think it hit 1 million views. And then I think by the time that I slept, it was like at 12 million views or something like that. The next morning I woke up and it was like at 18 or something like that. And I was like, bro, this is crazy. A bunch of people DM me. Like David Dobrik commented on it. There was so much.
David Dobrik. I post every day until you fight me. I do. Check out my Insta.
He's gonna lay your ass out, dude.
We won't know until he fights me, so we gotta see. All right, keep going, Xander. I'm sorry.
Very good. So yeah, he commented. A bunch of other people that I don't even know. A bunch of blue check marks commented. Tana messaged me, and I'm telling you, like, I'm not like. I'm not big on YouTube. Like I watch YouTube every single day. Never really watched Tana's stuff. Her stuff is so long and like yeah, I don't know. I don't watch it. But I knew who she was, obviously. I hear her all the time, like on you know, the drama channels and all this. So I remember I was at dinner with my family, just like in the kitchen, we're just eating, and I like pull up my phone, and this was when it was blowing up. Like I think I was at maybe 10 million views, and I was like, dude, this is insane. I pulled out my phone. I saw, and I was getting a bunch of DMs too, like maybe like that day in general, probably like 50 to 100. Like it was a lot of DMs that were just coming in every like hour, and of brands wanting to work with me. That's another thing. Emails. I started getting a ton of like sponsorships from Amazon. Hit me up when it was like and I did a brand deal with them. It was craziest time. But yeah, I was sitting at dinner and I got a DM, and I was like, my brother's name is Vaughn. I was like, Vaughn, do you know who just DM'd me? Like I didn't even want to open it, bro. It just said message or whatever. Right. And I was like Tana Mojo. He was like, no way. And I was like, bro, I swear, I blacked out. Like I was like, bro, this is not real. I was like, no way. And when I opened it, it was a voice message, and she was like, I would love to work with you. Your stuff is so good. This and this. We planned a collaboration, like I said in the video. But we planned to collaborate. I sent her the script. She was like, that's dope. We should do it. And then after that, she ghosted me. So I posted that video a couple days ago. I posted that video about a week and a half ago about like. You know, saying, hey, you know, I know you're looking for editors, because I saw on her Instagram that she's looking to hire some editors. And I go, yeah, so you saw the video, basically. It was just like, let's work together. Editor, I'm about to move to LA. And she followed me on TikTok and Instagram and DM'd me again. She said, sorry, I lost your messages. So I would love to work with her. That would be crazy. And I'm going to LA in February. So hopefully I can meet up with her and a bunch of other people. We'll see how it goes, though.
What are some other people you would really want to work with, whether it be editing or actually like being in the videos with them? Like if it is a crew or a single person?
There's a lot. Like I said, I'm big on YouTube, so I really watch a lot of people, and a lot of people have inspired me for sure. My favorite YouTuber that I would love to collaborate or on a TikTok or whatever, Casey Neistat. Do you know?
Oh yeah,
he
pioneered a lot in those vlogs, man.
I was about to say, you guys are all Full Sail, so obviously probably So
we were kind of went to Full Sail when he was at his peak.
Yeah, right,
you know?
right.
We were putting up those videos, and I mean, people had done vlogs and stuff before, but I feel like he really took it to a different height.
Dude, changed the game, and he made his vlogs he didn't do anything crazy. Like everyone thinks like you have to have like an extravagant life to vlog and make it interesting, but he has videos of him fixing a desk, and it's like that's what the entire 5 to 6 minute video is about. But it's so interesting.
Because he's interesting.
what?
Because he's interesting.
Yeah, he is.
And what he's doing is whatever it is, like you said, fixing a desk. Like,
love it.
You want to see what he's doing in his day. You know.
Exactly. And he always has something to say about it. It's like captivating and intriguing. So he's definitely number one. Like he's been my. I met him before actually in New York. Like I said, I go every year, and so I randomly met him. I just saw him on the street, and it was super cool. I got a picture of him.
Was he on the boosted board?
He was not on the boosted board. No, he was walking, and he. But it was cool. That's a cool story too. I basically that year, 2017, I started a project called Capturing Infinite Worth, where every single day of the year I took a picture of a new person. So I did 365 people throughout the year, just a random new person, whoever I met that day. And so I took a picture of him for the project, which was really cool. I got a tattoo. My first and only tattoo is on the back of my arm. I got it in like his company 368.
Yeah.
He opened it one day for merch, and so I came in there to buy a T-shirt. And I saw his tattoo artist that I recognized from his vlogs, and so I asked him. I was like, "Are you usually booked?" I was just curious. I was like, "Are you super busy that now that you're like Casey Neistat's like tattoo artist?" And he's like, "You want a tattoo right now?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, yes." And so I got it like super last minute, so that was cool too. So, but yeah, Casey Neistat for sure would be like my number one collaboration for sure.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah, man.
So you don't want the big drama of like Jake Paul's life or like being in that type of shit.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. You guys, I don't know. You guys might judge me for this, but Logan Paul, I do not like Jake Paul, but Logan Paul's podcast.
I like Logan Paul.
Yeah,
No, we're cool with Logan Paul. We're chill with him.
Cool with
Yeah, we are. We think he's grown actually as a person.
There's an IQ there. You know?
No, he's grown immensely, and like back, when all his controversies, like I never watched him. Like he's another like just one of those drama people that are like wild and annoying, honestly. But after his like incident, in Japan or whatever, now like his podcast and everything, I listen to every podcast episode. It's so interesting to me. Like, yeah,
I think he's a better podcaster than he is a YouTuber.
But even then, though, his YouTube videos are getting so like I watched a video of him with his editor talking about the video. Like they would break down one of his videos, and it's just the things that go behind it, like are it's like they think about so many things. They're like, we cut the music here because we wanted this to be more impactful, and this it was like a film. I was like, dude, it was an art form for sure. And so like, yeah, I'm even his YouTube stuff is very interesting to me at the moment.
And even though like when him and Jake really started to come up and be popular, they obviously got a lot of heat. Some of it warranted, some of it not. But I mean, you can't deny the results of their careers.
They're smart. He's about to fight Floyd Mayweather. Don't understand how that happened.
Wait, is that actually was that solidified?
Dude, it's in February next month.
You're fucking kidding me.
I'm excited for that. I want a real fighter. I want like not a YouTube fight. I want to see one of these brothers go against someone that's really got skills.
I don't know, dude. Logan Paul's too slow for Mayweather.
He has a longer reach, though. Not gonna lie.
I mean, you're talking about one of the greatest fighters to ever step in a ring.
Yeah.
So.
They just had Mike Tyson on their podcast, and they go, one of them asked, do you think Logan has any chance at all? And Mike Tyson goes, hell no.
At least he's honest.
That's all that.
Yeah.
I love
they'll
Mike
both
Tyson.
get paid no matter what happens.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh,
I read rumors like 50 million contract. I don't know. I don't think it's like public, but they're talking about numbers that big for one fight. I was just like, Jesus.
That is
I
insane.
mean, we saw Jake Paul talking all sorts of shit with like the Conor Mayweather.
Dude.
I mean, not Conor Mayweather. They did the Dragon Ball fusion thing. And now they're just one person.
Fusion dance.
But, with McGregor.
Yeah. At one point, he was the only person Jake was following was McGregor's wife.
Yeah,
on Instagram.
I saw that. That's pretty fucked up.
That's savage.
I mean, he knows how to controversial like marketing. Like he knows his marketing pretty damn well. Like if you're gonna get on someone's nerves, he's doing it. But I mean, Conor, I got to give it to him because he did not like react at all to him. He didn't do anything. He's like, I'm done. He's got his own gym. He's got his kid now. He's staying out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so wild. These YouTube fights
So
are
are you
getting
prepared
wild,
to
man.
get in a ring with one of these guys? That's the next question. You gonna hop in and go 10 rounds?
I think I'm gonna fight Tana. I think that's planned.
You hear that, Tana? We're gonna put it on HBO or whatever the fuck it is. We're gonna live stream it.
ESPN 8.
The Ocho.
That is almost a sport material right there. That's
Right.
Yeah.
I have a question, slightly diverging off the social media path, but since most of us are film majors, I bet a lot of the guys are wondering what were some of the films or shows that made you want to pursue filmmaking as a career.
Yeah, so everyone also asks this when I say I'm a film major, and it's difficult because I now that I'm almost done with school, I look back and I'm like, should I like I like I said, I've always wanted to do social media, and so I'm very inspired by like smaller films, and actually long term, I want to be an independent documentary filmmaker. Like that's what I want to do. Like that's what I want. Like this whole social media thing is dope, and I want to write it out for probably like most of my life and career. But I definitely want my legacy to be documentaries, short, independent ones specifically. Just that year in 2017 where I met a different person every day of the year, I was so inspired, and I was like, this is what I want to make documentaries about people's lives. So I'm very into documentaries. But as far as like Hollywood films, like I mean, I like watching them, but I'm not super passionate on like directors and movies specifically. I know that's a super lame answer as a film major, but it's like that's why I don't know. I loved content creation and videography, and so like it made sense to go into film. But there's so much more to it that I definitely didn't necessarily that I'm not really passionate about at the moment. So I don't know. What do you?
It's funny that you say that because it's funny that you say it because my next question was actually like, did you originally want to go into the film industry, but like before you caught traction on social media, or like was that your goal all along, was to get big on social media and like use that platform like to pursue it? Yeah,
every single birthday and Christmas when I was younger, like ever since I was probably 8 or 9 years old, I would always ask for video cameras. That was like my thing. Like I don't know why I loved just making stupid videos, and I think and I always like thought about having like posting it online. I never did it when I was younger, but I would always literally make videos just for fun, as if I was gonna post it online, and I'd edit it by myself, and it'd be like perfect. But it was just for me. It was just for fun. It wasn't like for an audience or anything. So that's what I've loved since day one. Then when I went into high school, I started doing professionally, and I was like, this is actually a real thing I can make a career out of. I was like, that is dope. Then I wanted to be a documentary filmmaker, and then this whole social media thing came. So it's like, so I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say social media is always what I've wanted to do, but definitely like content creation. I love making videos. I love editing, filmmaking, telling stories. So that's always been a passion of mine since day one, which I'm lucky. I'm grateful about. There's a lot of friends that I have that don't know exactly what they want to do with their life. They're like, I'm interested in this, but I don't know. I don't want to go to school for it. And so I'm grateful that like from day one, I knew like my passion was.
That is really cool. That's a huge advantage. Would you say that there's like any documentaries that really pique your interest or that influenced you to follow this path?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few that I've watched recently. There's one that's not very well known. It's called the Stories We Tell, and it's about a family, and it's crazy. It's about basically a family of filmmakers. Their mom passed away, and so they're telling their mom's story, and they're with like, it's all the family members are like set up with interviews, and so like they'll say it was really cool to see like people explaining the same exact stories but separately, because some people remember it different and some people were like, wait, that happened, that, and it was just like documenting this family's life, and the family is not even like a super known family. It's not like something crazy happened in their life. It was just a normal family, and the story was told so well. So the Stories We Tell, I forgot who directed it, but it was the girl whose family it was about. That one was really good that I watched recently. But
nice, I'll have to check that out. That sounds really good.
Write that down. Write that down.
I was going to ask this a little earlier when you're talking about the film, like social media, different sides. Do you feel like there's an adequate avenue for you to go down in school with the social media like content creation route as opposed to the like studio industry kind of route?
Yeah,
in film?
UCF just added an entertainment major. I think it's entertainment. I don't really know what that entails, but I think that's kind of more like the like kind of the social media or kind of like content creation, I think, or maybe event. I don't really know what it entails, but yeah. So I mean, marketing, advertising, those are all great. Business, I guess, would be a you know, one you could look into, and even entrepreneurship. There's a class about that at UCF, or a major entrepreneurship major at UCF. And so all these things, I mean, it's too late now, but I always think about, I guess it's not, I could go back, but I always think about like, what if I majored in something else? And so I don't know. So to answer the film school question, like, I really don't know. I'll tell you 10 years from now, I'll tell you what the answer is.
Oh, yeah, man.
So is there anything about yourself that you don't portray in your videos that you'd want like your fans to know about you, or anything personal?
That's why I want to start a YouTube channel, because right now my personality isn't on TikTok. Like I'm a character on TikTok. All my whole thing is about like, I'm not real, I don't exist. Like it's a whole like just that's what it is, a character. So that's definitely why I want to start a YouTube video, because I want to make stories about my own life and really show my actual personality online, because no one knows right now. I have a couple videos on my page about just normal life things, but I would love to make that like a reoccurring thing that I do on YouTube. I have the best YouTube idea. I've been making videos forever, tutorials, stuff like that, but that's not what I'm interested in. I have this idea. Do you guys watch? Do you guys know who Elle Mills is on YouTube?
Yes.
Elle Mills, maybe she blew up a while ago. She's not as big anymore, but she was big for a minute. Her storytelling is so good. It's the production, or the production quality is not amazing. It's just like she has a DSLR, but it's all handheld, and it's like vlogging, but she forms the story so well. And so my idea is kind of like that. It's where I'm telling stories about my normal everyday life, but with a green screen. So instead of like having narration, she has a lot of like narrations in her videos. I want to do basically like a vlog where I can walk in, where I can pause and I can walk in from the side, like, you know, like breaking the fourth wall, and like to talk to instead of just narrating with voice, walking in.
You have
like kind of like a Lizzie McGuire type feeling.
Oh, Lizzie McGuire.
Damn. That's a reference right there.
Throwback. Holy shit.
Do you know Naked Jakey? Have you seen any of his videos?
Sounds familiar. Sounds familiar, but no.
Yeah, he's a good YouTuber too. He does more video game stuff, but narration with the green screen. There's something to that when you have complete manipulative control of the background. There's
isn't he the guy? Isn't he the guy that just sits on an exercise ball?
He has an exercise ball on a green screen. Like the barest minimum fucking he's got some good content.
But his videos slap.
Yeah,
this is so cool. I'm literally just like looking through his thumbnails and like, you know, how like it plays a preview of it.
Yep.
It's that I'm gonna watch it like as soon as this is over for sure.
He's also he was a music major in college, so he does a lot of music as well. Okay. So he's definitely got his own
great idea of his to just put his weird quirky music songs in his end credits. Like even if they're bad, they're himself. You can like you see him creating something. It's cool.
Going back, he makes the content that he wants to see. That's going back to what we were talking about earlier. I definitely respect anyone that does that, regardless of the amount of views they have.
What about me? Do you like my Instagram page?
No.
Nope.
Reverse grandma?
No, I'm just kidding. I love reverse grandma. That's some of the spiciest memes I've seen.
Thank you.
Spiciest.
I kind of want to ask, like, what gear do you shoot with?
So I have the main camera I use is a Canon 6D Mark II. That's the one I like a lot. I have a 5D Mark III too, but I don't use it so often just because it doesn't have like tracking autofocus. In a lot of my videos, I film of myself, so I need that to be tracking my face the whole time. But yeah, it's actually right back there. I have all my camera gear set up.
Ooh,
nice. Out of the shelf, there's like on top is like all my cameras and lenses. The second is like a bunch of battery chargers. Like I probably have like, I don't know, 10 different chargers on that, but everything's so organized. I'm very proud of it. The bottom shelves are just random gear, but the second shelf is like my
I
pride.
admire the organization.
As long as you don't say Nikon, we're good.
Facts. I've heard a lot of good things about Sony though, so that's interesting.
They're low
I'm
light.
hopping on the Sony bandwagon.
Yeah, a lot of people are. A lot of YouTubers that I watch. A
What's-
lot of YouTubers I watch are like, they might vlog a little bit, but they're very interested in like tech and like camera gear, and there's a lot of them like that. Like, do you guys know Sarah Dici? Have you heard of her before? Yeah. So she's one of the I've watched for a few years now. And so like that kind of style, where it's like vlogging what she does in her day, but also about just camera gear and technology. It's really cool.
Yeah, recently she got engaged, I believe.
Yeah, to John Hill, bro, which is another YouTuber that I watch a lot. So or I used to. I don't watch him so much recently, but
What's like your favorite lens?
My favorite lens, I use it all the time. It's the 24-70 L Series 2 lens.
Hell yeah, brother. Same.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
A lot of photographers use prime lenses, but I still like the zoom lens just to have that variety. I don't do photography like really very often, but even when I do photo shoots, I use that lens too. It's so nice.
It's super sharp.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
because sometimes it doesn't even look like a zoom lens. It can even pass as a prime depending on how you shoot it.
Dude, I've watched so many comparison videos between zoom and prime lenses, and like once you get to a certain level of like quality, they like have to zoom into like the corner of the image to tell the difference, and I'm like, I don't really. Yeah, that's not something that I need.
I mean, the only prime lens I would be interested is the 50mm 1.2 L series. Like that's just super sharp and with the bokeh.
Mm-hmm.
But I shoot with
absolutely. I definitely looked into that one.
I shoot with a 1DX Mark II, so like on Canon side. So
yeah, that's super cool.
He needs to show it off.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
It's such a freaking tank that you can like throw this at a wall and it will still work.
Dude, so sick. That's
Do
what
it, Tim.
I'm sure you watch Peter McKinnon.
Yes, Peter McKinnon. I love him.
Yeah, he uses that camera. It's so nice.
I just love that he has the Canon plug for anything.
Yeah, no, literally any new camera that comes out, he has it. Super cool.
Must be sponsored, right?
This stream is sponsored by Canon.
I wish.
His story is
And
super
David
inspiring
Dobrik,
too.
he just doesn't know it yet. You'll get the bill, David.
His story is super inspiring too. He used to work at a camera shop, and he just started making YouTube videos, and he blew up so quick, and now he's massive. Like 5 million subscribers, like killing.
Damn.
And his photo or one of the photos that he did, he's in Canada, and one of the photos is actually on like like how we have like the gold or the $1 coin, like their version of the dollar coin. Like his picture's on the national currency. So like it's so cool.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, which person are we talking about who's on the national currency?
Well,
the photo he took, Peter McKinnon.
The photo that he took,
okay.
like that's the currency.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
If this dude was on a currency.
I thought we were talking about David Dobrik being on a national currency, and
No,
I'm
no,
going to have to go to his actual house to fight him. Security's going to have to kick me out.
I wouldn't put it past him. I feel like David Dobrik's face might one day be on a dollar bill.
No.
Yeah, that'd be a great thing to throw at a strip club.
Yeah.
Does it come with a free Tesla?
He just runs the internet right now. It's insane. Like whatever he does, whatever platform he's on, he's just the king at every platform. It's like he can do whatever he wants. Like I don't know.
It's that damn smile.
Dude, laugh.
You ain't lying.
So funny.
Heck yeah.
All
right.
Trying to look here. How about how about we go to a commercial break before the last?
Probably a good time.
Yeah, how about?
So,
How about it?
That transition was not as.
Well,
You started off so strong, Tim. Yeah, one good one.
He was doing so good.
Let's get 2 in a row.
we'll be right back. And we're back.
Yo.
So, okay, I have another question for you, Xander. For TikTok,
do it.
has TikTok replaced like your job? Or you were talking about like
Yeah. So Yeah, I was a social media marketer for an apartment complex close to UCF. I did that for 3 years. That was my first and only job that I've ever had. And recently, it was I guess like about 3 months now. I in 1 month I made more than I did at my job, and so I was just like I at that point I was like I just like outgrew this job. I was like I need to move on. Even without TikTok, I was there for so long, and it was great. It was an awesome first job to have, but yeah, I knew it was time to move on. And then with TikTok, I was like, shoot, this is like I'm making more than my job. I was like, I gotta quit it. The only thing that's hard about it is the past month I've lost a lot of motivation. Just because like I just needed a break. I guess I've been grinding since March. There was 2-3 months in a row where like since March, like everyone, like that was when like the prime time when lockdown was a huge thing.
Right.
And I didn't leave my house literally at all, and all I did every single day was make TikToks and watch YouTube videos and study the algorithm, stuff like that. And so I grinded so hard, and yeah, the past month or two I've just been like slowing down a little bit, but that's hard because no one schedules me. Like I don't have a job I have to go into. I just like, if I don't make videos, I don't get paid. And this past month, I made probably 3 times less than I did when I first quit my job, the month I just quit my job, because I'm not making videos right now. So I definitely have to get back into it. But it's hard to keep yourself on track if you know. And it's cool. It's weird too, because the videos that I made in the past are still getting views now. So like I still have an income, but which plays with your mind too. I'm like, yo, I'm literally doing nothing right now and I'm making money, but also it's like that's not sustainable at all. So I definitely need to get back into the grinding phase for sure.
Is it more...
burnout is very real. You gotta take care of yourself first and foremost, for sure.
Is it more like sponsorships, or is it like kind of the same way as like YouTube? It's every per 1,000 views or million views, that kind of thing.
Both, actually, both. Sponsorships are a little. It's mostly views. TikTok pays 3 cents per. It sounds absurd because like, you know, it's just 3 cents per 1,000 views. So like it sounds like nothing, but when you're like, I think my biggest month was 50 million views. So it adds up. It definitely adds up. And but yeah, sponsorships come ever so often. I get emails every day about different apps and stuff that people want me to advertise for, but I don't take a lot of them. Just because I don't know, just like what everyone says, you don't want to advertise for something you're not, you know, strong believer in. And so a couple companies I worked with Amazon a few months ago, which was really cool. A couple months ago, I was advertising. Have you guys seen The Boys? Their Amazon Prime show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they wanted me to advertise season 2 for them. So I made a little not animated video, but a special effects video. So that was really cool.
Sick.
That's really cool.
Yeah, but I mean, I've only done like maybe 3 brand deals since I've started. So those are very not very often.
You're just not taking those. Why? Because you think it might dilute the quality of your content?
Yeah, the thing is, for my content, I post like even when I'm grinding, even like the max, like when I was posting every day, it was once a day. A lot of TikTokers can post 3 to 10 times every single day and have it no problem because they just talk or do dances or whatever, and they can post as many times as they want a day. My videos take 3 to 8 hours. Maybe I'll say like 2 to 8 hours to make, to film and edit. So I can't do that I can't do that multiple times a day. So I usually post 1 a day. And since I post 1 a day, I don't want 1 day to just be an ad. So if I do have 1 day just be an ad, I want it to be very, very worth it. The Amazon one, first of all, was a great company to work with. And second of all, the video was a high quality video. Like everyone liked it. Got like 1 million views, which whenever I break 1 million views on one video, I get super excited. So it did that. So people enjoyed it. It got a ton of comments, interactions. So it was worth me putting it out because people actually liked it. So that's why. And right now I'm posting every 2 to 3 days. Well, this past month I've been slacking, but typically before that I was posting like every 2 to 3 days. And so that even more, I don't want to waste 2 to 3 days on an ad. So I just want to make sure they're like, there's so many like dating, like people, like the companies will be like, hey, we have this new dating app. And I'm like, what about my account has anything to do with dating? So yeah, it's
Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah. I'm dead. That's everywhere, right? But
some streamers actually have that as their ad. So
yeah,
they actually fund people.
Dude, they make so much money they can just shell out tons
sure.
for
And
advertisers.
so I was watching a YouTube video the other day, and it was about this girl breaking down her YouTube income, and she said that if you're averaging 100,000 views on YouTube, like if your last 10 videos hit 100,000 views, you can charge like 10 grand for one ad, just 100,000 views, which is a lot. 100,000 is a lot, but I mean it's definitely doable. And 10,000 per brand deal, I was like, no way. I was like, I'm on the wrong app for sure.
Same with Instagram. Actually, on Instagram, if you have if you have 50,000 followers, you can charge up to $5,000 per ad.
Dude, it's
every time you post. 50,000 followers. Imagine, you know what the meme pages are making that have like 1 point some million followers? It's insane.
Dude, I just listened to a podcast about that, about the meme pages. Like they make so much money.
I like first started my meme page, which I got fucked over in a deal because I tried buying a meme page off of someone.
That was a whole fiasco.
That was a whole fiasco.
It was fun to watch as a friend from the sidelines.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
So I got fucked out of his whole deal. He took half my money. So in spite, I was like, fuck it. I'm going to make a meme page myself. And so I started out, and then even whenever I was only up to like 3,000 followers, I was getting 2,000 fucking likes on each post, and I was getting people coming to me asking if I wanted to like sell their toys or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's insane seeing these other people get 30,000 fucking likes on each post, and then having some brand come out and be like, "Hey, sell our shit. We'll give you $5,000." I don't know.
I think Xander's got the right mindset though, where it's like he's not taking the first thing that comes his way with that. Right? Like you want to build your brand, and you want, when you do an ad like that, you want it to be on par with your brand of what you're giving to your viewers, fans, whatever you call them, right?
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely. Another thing I did, I launched merch recently, which I'm wearing now, actually. It says this hoodie isn't real. I've been working on this for months, and I finally just launched it, and the company I worked with like screwed me over. So the merch is on pause, but that is another like source of income that I use a lot. And also live, I go live on TikTok, which people can give you donations on there, which is cool. I used to go live every single night. I probably did that for like 6 months. Every night I went live for almost an hour. That was really cool. TikTok actually reached out to me and asked to partner, if I could partner with them for their live accelerator program or whatever. So I'm partnered with them, and they pay me for that. So it's a lot of like different small streams, but it's all about how hard you work. And like I said, this past month I've been slacking, but I'll be back for sure.
Gotta take a break, man. You gotta take a break every once in a while.
A lot of YouTubers and other artists have been like, this whole COVID pandemic like just burns everyone out. Like they're really struggling with their creativity because at first they try to put out so much, like you were saying, like how you grinded, and then they just not fall off, but they just stopped. I see a lot of YouTubers like that for a while. Like iDubbbz, who doesn't even post that much anymore. Well, he did, but they're low quality now.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I was lucky in the beginning. It was kind of the opposite effect for me in the very beginning. Like in March, since we couldn't go out, I was like, I had TikTok maybe 4 months. I downloaded it 4 months before March. And I was just on it, scrolling on it, and I had these ideas, and I was like, yo, I have an idea for TikTok. I had 3 ideas, and I just sat on them forever. And so in March, when it was lockdown, there's nothing else to do. So I was like, I might as well try. And so that really, it was honestly the perfect timing for that, for me specifically, just because I was like, I'm literally doing nothing. I can't hang out. Everywhere's closed. So I was like, I might as well just make these videos. And I literally, I for the next 6 months, every single day, that's literally all I did, was just grind on making videos. So for me, it was decent, but definitely quarantine in general has caught up to me, for sure. Recently, it's like a lot of motivation, and I'm ready to get back to normal for sure. Which hopefully the vaccine looks promising so far. So
yeah. You can listen to our last podcast if you want any information on the vaccine.
Yeah, if you want, actually, yeah. If you guys do have any questions, if you have any questions about the vaccine, listen to our last podcast where we go over everything about it, and we have our buddy Joe, who works in vaccines and stuff, and he explains all the details about it.
He's an epidemiologist, yeah.
Yeah, so if any of our fans have a question, they can shoot it to us, and we'll ask Joe, the epidemiologist.
Science.
I love science.
Bill Nye, the science guy.
Here's the last question I had for you, because this is something that like this isn't really a business question. This is more of like a social question. So you got a lot of followers on TikTok, right? You're at a party and you're hitting on a girl. How long does it take before you be like, yeah, I got a couple million followers on TikTok, so no big deal. That video did 25 million, you know, nothing too crazy.
Dude, the thing is, I don't bring it up because my friends like constantly just say it all the time. I'm like, bro, like
They do your work for you.
Yeah, no, it's like I'll talk to a girl for like straight up 2 minutes, and one of friend will come over and be like, "Yo, he's TikTok famous." It's like, it's funny. There's been times where that's happened, and it's not even like, no. There's been time the other night, some buddies and I were getting some drinks, and I went to the bathroom. I come out of the bathroom and I like pass my friend who's talking to this girl. It's just a random girl, whatever. They're talking. I walk by him, and he just goes. He like puts his arm out. He's like, "Hey, my friend's TikTok famous," and she goes straight up. She goes, "I don't care." like no interest at all. And I was just like, yeah. I was like, this is my life now. I was like, I can't go and without my friends like, "Hey, look, he's TikTok." Like, I don't know. It's funny. It's whatever. But I would say it. Girls do like followers. Like I can tell you that. For
I'm
sure.
saying, I'd be every
That's real
fucking
talk.
sentence. I'd be bragging that shit.
Does anyone actually like come up to you in public and notice you, like on campus or anything like that?
I've had friends that tell me that their friends knew who I was before. You know, they for instance, like one of my friends told me the other day that like her friend sent a video of mine to her and was like, "Yo, look at this," or whatever. Like, just send it to her. And she was like, "That's my friend." So that's happened before. But as far as like in public, and it might be because I don't go out often, obviously, because quarantine still, like everything's not open fully. But yeah, no, in public, I have not. No one has said came up to me or anything. So I always say like the first day that happens, I'm gonna take a picture with them. Like I'm gonna be like, "Yo, this is sick. Can I get a picture?" Like,
You hear that, guys? Go up
That's
to
a real
him.
fan.
You hear that, people? Come on, he needs some love.
Also, TikTok is changing so quick. There's so many new creators blowing up every day that it's like I haven't posted for the past month. So like there's a chunk of people that like have never seen my videos that just, you know, that every single day there's so many people. And so like it's crazy. I was talking to, I don't know if you guys know Chunky's Dead. She's a TikToker. That's her TikTok name, Chunky's Dead on TikTok. Obviously she posts like very crude, like dark humor. And she blew up a while ago, like blew up on the app where all these sports, like she basically made a cult, like a TikTok cult. And it was called the Step Chickens. And basically a bunch of like huge sports teams, huge celebrities, like changed their profile picture to hers because it was like a TikTok cult. It was just like it was a joke or whatever. And it blew up. But she told me the other day, she was like, that was like, I forgot, like 5-6 months ago. She's like, now people don't know who I am because like my videos don't reach that same level of virality. She still is big on TikTok. She does it full time, but that cult phase was 6 months ago, and the app is changing so fast that like people that join don't know who she is, or you know. So you definitely have to stay consistent and keep on pumping out content to like stay relevant. It's a lot of pressure for sure.
Dude, that's crazy. I just looked her up, and I remember like I was on TikTok when it first, like before it got like major like fame. And I remember seeing her face and like her videos, and they're only getting like a couple hundred like likes. And now I see her now. She's at 3 million followers.
Yeah, no,
that's absolutely insane.
Yeah, she's killing it. And like I said, she talked to so many like big, huge personalities on the app, and now she moved to LA. Bro, she was an engineer at Google. She quit her job as an engineer at Google to go to move to LA and pursue TikTok. Like,
if you were in a business class and said, "I got an engineering job at Google, I'm going to pursue this new social media app," that fucking 60-year-old man would probably tell you you're stupid, but he's wrong. She's the winner.
Right. It's definitely, especially TikTok. Like, I feel like YouTube, it's just been like public knowledge or like acceptable to be like a YouTuber, or like that's, everyone knows that's a career, isn't it? Like like most, it's like more than 50% of kids nowadays want to be YouTubers when they grow up.
Right.
So like now
Streamers,
everyone knows what a YouTuber is, but then like when you think about TikTok, it's such a new app and it's so like people dance on it, people sing on it. It's like, why? How do you make a living off of that? But I think TikToker is like starting. It's just very new, so a lot of people are like, that's not, you know, reasonable. That's not realistic. But we'll see, and they might be right. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But so far, it's blowing up, man. It's growing every day.
There's so many popular platforms now. I actually don't see it as like a ridiculous goal to try to live off of doing that if you stay on it. It's a lot of work, believe it or not. Like, I mean, for our viewers, like for like getting all this stuff together, like this podcast is actually pretty hard work to like all set up and a lot of practice. Same with like keeping track with like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of it all together. You need to keep it consistent to make a living income. So a lot of people don't see that. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. That's the thing too. Like we just talked about brand deals and stuff, how you're like, oh, like $5,000 for a post or a video or whatever. Like that's so sick. That's so easy. But what they don't see is that like when I worked with Amazon, we probably had 40 to 50 emails back and forth before I even posted the video. I had to give them my idea. They critiqued it. I you know, workshopped it a little bit, send them back. It was so much back and forth. It literally took probably almost 2 months to like even get paid. Like
Wow.
from the first time they emailed me to the like payday, it was that long. So it's like, yeah, it's like you make a lot of money off of a 30-second video or a one post, but in reality, there's so much work that goes in behind it. And it's like, yeah, and that's just a small deal like mine, but like I'm just imagining these $50,000 deals, $100,000 deals. Like I can't even imagine how much work goes in behind that amount of money. So it's crazy.
What's like the dream brand that you want to work with?
Probably Canon, honestly. Canon or Apple. I like Apple a lot, Apple products. But Canon is definitely one of them. Just because I mean, I would love to get to the point where like, I want that camera. What's up, Canon? And then they send it like that. That's like the dream for sure. But yeah, probably. I haven't really thought about companies like that actually, but
Gotcha.
also Canon.
Does anyone else have any questions or? Because
I've been fascinated by this. This has been great.
Yeah, I agree. This has been fun.
So
yeah, and like I said, I'm so interested in it too. I'm still learning every day. Like so much stuff is changing, and it's like it's very fascinating to me as well. Like just watching people blow up and like now talking to them like as friends, and like people hit me up, I hit people up. It's yeah, it's insane. It's a whole other world that's like very new, and yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes.
For sure, new frontier.
Yeah.
Yes.
So where does
Trailblazer.
Trailblazing? Yeah.
Where does 2021 lie for you? Or something you would really want to focus on?
A lot of YouTube. This idea that I have, I'm so excited. By the way, that whoever said that who was it, Jakey. I'm so excited to watch his stuff.
Oh
for
hell
sure,
yeah!
'cause, like,
I think you'll like
He's a
it.
great follow. I think you're gonna like him.
yeah, I'm
Especially
excited
if you do
because
green screen stuff. I think you'll think it's fascinating because he's.
absolutely.
You know what? I give him, not to keep talking about him, but I give him credit. He's very himself, and that like you watch one video, you know, the second video you watch, it's going to be just his personality, and only he could make a video like that.
Right. I totally agree.
That's so cool. So yeah, definitely a lot of YouTube. Very excited about this new format that I'm thinking about, and then also TikTok for sure. I straight up the growth I've been like when I really post every day and I really like focus on growing and having new ideas come to me every day. When I'm like in my grind, I could definitely see if I started that again, being one of the biggest on the apps. Like I mean, we got Zach King's the third biggest. He's an editor, obviously, and he third on the app, which I'm so proud of that, honestly, because it's like Charlie and Addison are like just dancing, like they don't really add too much value, and then Zach King under it. It's like he really is killing it in general. So, but I could definitely see myself getting up there if I just put my head down and grind. I just gotta get some priorities straightened out.
For sure, man. We're rooting for you. That's sick.
For sure.
Yeah. Where can we follow you?
Yeah. So TikTok, Zan Harris. Instagram, Alexander Harris. I want so bad the Instagram handle just Zan, like XAN. I want that handle so bad. Yeah, maybe one day. But yeah,
That was gone
Alexander
a
Harris
long
on
time
Instagram.
ago.
What was that?
Yeah.
I said that was gone a long time ago.
Oh,
Hey,
100%.
going to cough up
Pay
some money
someone
for
off.
that verification.
I'm glad to have Alexander Harris. Like it's I think I made my account in like 7th grade or 6th grade or something like that. So I'm glad to have that account. But yeah, so Instagram Alexander Harris and TikTok, and then YouTube eventually Zan Harris. But yeah, we'll see how YouTube goes. I'm excited.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
well, thank you guys for. Well, first of all, thank you for joining us. This has been really fun, and
Yeah, thanks for having me. I had fun too.
hope you guys enjoy this episode. You guys can follow us on Woke and Weird on Instagram and our YouTube channel, and we'll have all the links down in the description below. You can follow my personal Instagram at TimboSlicePro.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at GooneyBags with an underscore in between and a Z. I'll be streaming on Twitch pretty soon, and I'll be kind of heading over to YouTube as well, following in Xander's footsteps. Yeah, and you can follow my esports org, Empire Esports underscore. Have some really cool stuff going on there.
Jake, you can follow me on Twitter at DJ Pop Daddy Downs, but I sling heat. So if you're a bitch, don't follow me. You gotta have some stomach. I don't want your little bullshit comments. Or if you do, I'm gonna clap back.
Oh boy.
It's not safe for work. Don't follow me if you're soft.
Well, all soft people, all bitches, you can follow me. I welcome all soft bitches. You can follow me at Kade_runner2049 on Instagram as well as Twitter.
Oh, it's my turn. I'm
Yes,
Reverse
yes.
Grandma. You can. My name's Kemper, but you can follow me at Reverse Grandma on Instagram, or you can follow me on our official Woke and Weird. I run both pages, so you can just find me there and DM me, do whatever you want, like my memes.
Send him some nudes, see what happens.
No,
Interesting.
Some
Yeah,
feet.
right there.
feet pics only.
Nude of the week. You can be our nude of the week.
Please,
Are we
no.
gonna do
We can be a
that?
new thing. We can start.
Please.
So Twitter and Instagram, Austin Trimnell. That's it. Nothing fancy. I don't do anything.
Our boy.
Respect.
I love you, Trimmy.
I
And,
love you.
too.
Links will be in the description, guys.
and
Smash that like button.
No, don't do that.
Yes, do that. Just smash the like button.
Just press it lightly. You
listen
don't
to
need
him.
to smash anything. Don't break your shit.
Are there any other adjectives for the like button?
Yeah. All of them.
Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Deuces.